Hello, Miss Lerner. This is my notes on 1984. As you said that we could do, I bought my own book so that I could take notes inside my book while I'm reading, as well as on my notebook. So, at the start of the book, I didn't really analyze in depth, but I still marked out my book because it just really helped me because I'm a weak reader. So it just helped me understand the text a lot more. So the orange was character development, gray was first read, blue was any possible themes that I can note later in my other notebook, and then black was just some noticing words. So as I read my book, I did that for a lot of pages, and it was really, really helpful in looking at the book more closely. But it did take a lot of time. So I did that towards like the beginning of each read because I was spending too much time, but it really, really helped me understand the book on another level rather than just reading it. So yeah, and then eventually some of my pens died, so I just switched to first read, notice what I noticed on my first read, and then underlined any lit devices because they were really helpful, especially if I was writing something on this book. And yeah, so those are my notes inside 1984. And then I also took notes outside of 1984. So this is my lit notebook. I started off with like each section, so while I was reading, I took notes of 1984. And then I did the summary, short, and then big ideas and themes, some things I just kind of noticed, any quotes that stood out to me, a little analysis, a very rough draft of a quote. So I said, like, I came up with a short thesis, the totalitarian government, yeah. And then I chose any literary devices that stuck out to me or symbols, and I very shortly analyzed it. And I did that for the same for the rest. And I made sure to include character development. What made it much easier, and I drew this diagram for one of the chapters. What made it much easier to write notes was, my pen died out, was to annotate my book, because while I was reading, if I was looking for lit devices to write about, I underlined all lit devices in pink, so then I could just see my device and be like, okay, so it was just much easier to find. In addition, looking for any character development, I could just go to the orange and it would be right there, and I kind of just highlighted the character development about how at the beginning he was kind of against the party and gradually he got more and more against the party, and at the end stuff happened. But yeah, so I think that annotating, or very lightly annotating my book, really helped me grasp a deeper understanding of 1984 as well as take better and more in-depth notes. So thank you.